What's good, everybody? The voice of WGC back in the building. Ooh wee. Do you think this fight stays intact? Or you think Paulo Costa pulls out? So apparently he had elbow surgery 3 weeks ago. Oh, that's fucking gruesome. But he says that he's not gonna pull out. I would not pull out of this fight. I can beat him 99 out of 100 times. Love the confidence, Mr. Secret Juice. As you know, we already lost a good one. Nasruddin Imavov was supposed to go head to head with Ikram Aliskerov. UFC 294, taking hits. Hopefully we don't lose Costa versus Chimaev. I really want to see that fight. Because it's one thing to just throw a matchup together, but to throw a matchup together with two fighters who have bad blood, who've been chirping back and forth for a while, that's the shit I really love right there. But yeah, this is one fight that got booted off. Nasruddin Imavov was supposed to go head to head with Ikram Aliskerov. Now stepping in will be Warley Alves, who makes his return to 185 for the first time since winning the Ultimate Fighter Brazil 3 in 2014. And here's the matchup. Who y'all got? Let me know in the comments. Also, some more fight news for the future. 2024. Bout agreement. Alexander Volkanovski versus Ilia Topuria. UFC 297, January 20th in Toronto, Canada. Now, don't go ape shit. Relax, because all it is, it's about agreement. This fight isn't booked. You don't see all the crazy graphics on the ESPN MMA pages. You don't see Dana White post anything. You don't see my boy Marcel posting anything. It hasn't been finalized yet. I think they're probably getting the finishing touches in, but it hasn't been finalized yet. Just about agreement. But I cannot wait to see this. If Volkanovski wins his matchup, he's basically cleared the division. And it's time to make the jump up to lightweight. It's been a hell of a run for Volkanovski. Hell of a run. Who you got in this one, Chet? You got Volkanovski? Or do you think we'll hear and new? You think Topuria takes the belt? Who you got? Last but not least, following this past week, we got an insane upset. Bobby Green KOs Grant Dawson in the very first round within seconds. Did you expect that? Because I certainly did not expect that. That shit was crazy. With that being said, let's play a little bit of matchmaker. Who do you want to see Bobby Green face next? I'll show you who I want to see him go up against next. So, with that win, that should shoot him up to top 10, right? He takes Grant Dawson's spot, maybe? So, you know who I'm about to pick. I'm going to go with Dan the Hangman Hooker. That would be a banger. I would love to see that one. I also wouldn't mind Bobby Green versus Renato Moicano. Granted, if he gets to number 10, that'll technically be fighting down the rankings, but both of these fights are bangers. And looking up these ranks, I advise you to go back and watch this one if you haven't. Rafael Fiziev versus Bobby Green. And most thought that Bobby Green got robbed. It was a great fight, though. Loved it. And wishing Rafael Fiziev a speedy recovery. One of my favorite fighters. Can't wait till he returns. But yeah, Moicano or Hooker will be my picks for his next matchup. Next up, Joaquin Buckley. Dominant performance against Alex Morono. I heard it. I saw it over and over again. Morono this, Morono that, Morono this. And don't get me wrong, Morono is a fucking beast. Morono is a beast. Especially on the ground. A beast. But Buckley went in there and handled business. Shut them haters up. Shut them doubters up. Buckley has looked absolutely phenomenal at welterweight. I hope he stays here. This is his class. This is his division. But the question is, who's next? You got a couple of options. You can run it back with Kevin Holland, run it back with Trailblazer. Hmm? Hmm? Does that get anybody excited? I know it gets me excited. But this is where it gets interesting. What about Jack Della Maddalena? Hmm? Jack versus Buckley? Yeah, I know you like the sound of that one. What about Ian Gary? Because I'm going to keep it real. When was the last time you seen the graphic for a fight that was booked for Ian Gary and you say, oh shit, he's in some serious danger here? When was the last time? When was the last time you've looked at an Ian Gary fight and you've been like, it seems like they're throwing him into the fire right here? When was the last time? His fights have been pretty easy to predict. I love those matchups where you have no clue who's going to win. I love those matchups. So who's up for that? Gary versus Buckley. But I still think, all in all, Jack would be the better matchup for sure. But with that being said, who do you want to see Bobby Green match up with next? Who do you want to see Buckley match up with next? Let me know in the comments. Who's excited for UFC 294? Who do you got for Volkanovski versus Topuria? Let me know in the comments. With that being said, it's Unsanctioned TV. And we out here. One love. God bless. See you on the next one. Peace.